Hi everybody, welcome to our devotionals today. We're in the book of Exodus, and we want to wind up the book of Exodus today by looking at the Tabernacle. The Tabernacle was a place that is a beautiful indication of what's on the heart of God. You see, the heart of God has always been to be with his creation. God has always wanted to be with man. He's always wanted to be a part of man. He wants to be the central figure in everything that man has and will do. And the book of Exodus is the story of the journey out of Egypt of the children of Israel through the wilderness to the promised land. And on the way there, God's yearning to be amongst his people was really, really strong. And so he came up with this beautiful idea and presented it to Moses about the building of what I guess we would say is just a high quality, heavy duty tent. It was a certain size, certain specifications, and God was very, very attentive to those details. But he said to Moses, I want to be amongst the people. I want to be central amongst the people. I want to be a place where people can see that I am. And so he instructed Moses to build this beautiful tabernacle. It was to be a place where they would house the Ark of the Covenant and the place they would call the Holy of Holies. But it was the significance of this whole thing of building things that God would be seen to be amongst his people. The heart of God is to be with his people. When they got to the promised land and under the kingship of Solomon, God turned the tabernacle into a temple, and Solomon had to build this magnificent structure. Same system, same sort of size, sort of ideals and everything, the Holy of Holies and the different courts and the different worship areas. But God again elevated his presence amongst the people out of the tabernacle into the temple. But even that wasn't good enough for God, because there came a day where God said, the tabernacle and the temple have gone. Now I really will live amongst those people. And he sent Jesus. We didn't need the Holy of Holies anymore because Jesus was here. God himself amongst his people. Emmanuel means God is with us. So out of the tabernacle into the temple, Jesus himself into the world as a human being. But it didn't end there. God's yearning to be with man epitomized itself at Pentecost, where no longer was God just with man in the form of Jesus and the beauty of what that was all about, but Jesus could only be in one place at one time. And so God said, not only will I be with you, but now I will be in you. Now you can't get closer than that, people. For God to be in us is our hope of glory. The Holy Spirit, as he indwells us in this mysterious union that happens between our spirit and his spirit, just the most remarkable picture, and in fact a beautiful reality. So I want you to get a picture today of God's desire to be with you, for God's desire to be a presence in your life. It's always been there from Eden, when it got broken up, through the tabernacle, into the temple, to Jesus, and now, people, he lives in you. Now I know that because in 2 Corinthians 6:16 it tells us that we are now the temple of the Holy Spirit. That brings a whole bunch of implications. People, look after the temple. Look after the temple, because God lives there. So as a believer, the Holy Spirit is in you, people. Let's celebrate that beauty today, and let's live like it. Have a fantastic day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.